We are going to be going over the top 10 luxury condo buildings in Arlington, Virginia. Now there's a lot of great condo buildings in Arlington, Virginia. These are just going to be the top 10 luxurious ones and also the most expensive ones. However, you'll see why people pay a premium to live in these buildings. Some of them have incredible views of the city, ultra high-end finishes, great proximity with easy access to the metro, restaurants, DC, shops, and more. And then with some of these buildings, it's basically like you're living in a 5-star hotel. So let's jump into it. Okay, number 1, we have Turnberry Tower. So this was built in 2009 and designed by renowned architect Robert Swedroe, who's done a ton of projects in Miami and really throughout the country. Turnberry Tower is located in Roslyn, and you're just a block or two to the metro and a short walk into Georgetown across the Key Bridge. This is a 26-story building with almost 250 units, and you have 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom options, and there's actually some 4-bedrooms that come up here and there, including one that's actually listed on the market right now at almost $5 million. The median price for a 1-bedroom condo here is going to be about $900,000. For a 2-bedroom, it's going to be about $1.4, and for a 3-bedroom, you're looking in the $2.5 to $3 million range. One of the things people love about this building is how spacious the units are. So for a 1-bedroom, you're going to be looking at about 1,300 to 1,600 square feet. For a 2-bedroom, most of those are going to start at about 1,600 square feet, and many of them go over 2,000 square feet. And then for the 3-bedrooms, they're going to range from about 2,600 square feet to almost 4,500 square feet, which is bigger than a lot of houses in Arlington. Additionally, many of these units have massive balconies. Many of the finishes here are going to be high-end European-style kitchens, Italian cabinetry, hardwood floors, and marble baths. Some of these units even have views of the Potomac River, private elevators to the actual unit, and floor-to-ceiling windows for great natural light. When it comes to amenities, think of this building like a 5-star hotel. You have 24-hour concierge, valet parking, there's a heated indoor swimming pool, fully staffed fitness center and yoga studio, media room, party room, 24/7 security, and you're walking distance to all the restaurants in Roslyn, as well as a short walk to Georgetown. And then if you want to go into DC for additional restaurants, you're a short drive to DuPont Circle and different neighborhoods like that. As far as parking goes, many of these units come with a deeded space or two, and obviously always confirm that if you're going to make an offer. And then if it doesn't come with a deeded space, you get the valet parking service. Because you have so many amenities and services in this building, the condo fees are going to be a little bit higher here. So for a 1-bedroom, you're looking at about $1,200 a month to start with, and they can range all the way up to about $2,400 a month for more of the 3-bedroom units. This is a pet-friendly building, and an interesting thing to know is that this is actually the tallest condo building in the DC area. And actually, when people are coming from out of town and they see Roslyn, I've had a lot of visitors say, oh, is that DC? They think Roslyn's actually DC because you have so many skyscrapers. Next up, we have the Pierce Condos. So this was completed in 2022, and this is also located in Roslyn, a little bit further up from the Key Bridge, a few blocks further up from Turnberry Tower. But you are still just blocks away from the metro, and you have a whole bunch of restaurants right in that neighborhood, as well as, you go a little bit further down into Roslyn and you get some more restaurants and amenities. So with this building, you have 27 stories, there's 104 units, and you have 1-bedroom layouts, 2-bedroom layouts, and also 3-bedroom layouts. And many of these units also have the large private balconies. So the 1-bedrooms are going to start at about $900,000. The 2-bedrooms are going to be in the $1.7 million range. And then for a 3-bedroom, you're looking at about $2.5 million. These units are also very large and spacious. So with the 1-bedrooms, you're going to start at about 1,300 square feet. And for a 3-bedroom, they can get all the way up to about 2,600 square feet. The finishes here are very high end. You have wide plank hickory wood floors. You got these giant windows for natural light, open layouts, heated floors in the master bathrooms with quartz vanities. And similar to Turnberry Tower, a lot of these units have private elevator access directly to your unit. Okay, let's talk about the amenities. So you have a 2-story fitness center, 24-hour concierge, bike storage, meeting room, party room, resort style pool. There's also a really cool rooftop terrace that has some incredible views of DC. And then just right in this neighborhood, right outside, there's a park that has basketball and a field. There's also a CVS right there. So if you need to get something, the CVS is literally right outside your apartment. And then in this part of Roslyn, there's several pretty good restaurants and bars. And they're not like the rowdy bars that you see in Clarendon. It's just more like, there's like a whiskey bar and a couple other different places that have great food, great drinks. And it's going to be a little bit more low-key than Clarendon. When it comes to parking here, there is garage parking and the units do come with a space, but obviously always confirm that. And similar to Turnberry, because it's such a high-end building with so many amenities, the condo fees are going to be a little bit higher. So for a 1-bedroom, it's going to start at about $1,200 a month. And then if you're looking at more of like a 2 or 3-bedroom, it's going to be around $2,000 a month. This is a pet-friendly building. And an interesting thing to know is that the same company who oversaw and managed Turnberry Tower when it was done in 2009, they also did this project. So they kind of wanted to take the best things that they learned from Turnberry and incorporate those elements into this one. Next up, we have Kean Nash. So this was built in 2018, and this is also located in Roslyn, actually directly in front of Turnberry Tower and just a block or two away from the metro. This building has 63 units, 6 stories, and the way it's set up is a little bit different. So you have 57 condos and then there's 6 townhouses. The median price here for a 1-bedroom is going to be about $625,000. For a 2-bedroom, it's going to be about $900,000. And then for a 3-bedroom, you're kind of looking in the $1.1, $1.2 million range. These units are also a pretty good size. So the 1-bedrooms are going to start at about 850 square feet. The 2-bedrooms are going to be about 1,100 square feet. And then the 3-bedrooms are mostly going to be around that 1,500 square foot mark. As far as the finishes here, you have 9-foot ceilings, large windows, quartz countertops, custom cabinets, hardwood floors, high-end appliances, and then most of these units either have large balconies or terraces. The amenities here, you're going to have concierge 7 days a week. There's a fitness center, lounge and billiards area, underground parking and bike storage available, and also a courtyard. The way the parking works, most of these units come with parking, but obviously always confirm. The garage has about 64 underground spots. But a great thing about living in Roslyn is that many people don't even need a car. And if you do need a car and there's no parking available, there's tons of different garages within a block or two. Now, a good thing about this building is that your condo fees are going to be lower than some of these like 5-star amenity types of buildings. Now, you still have great amenities here, but you just don't have the same levels and as many amenities as some of these other ones we were talking about. So for a 1-bedroom, it's going to start at about $575 per month. And then all the way up to a 3-bedroom, you're going to be looking in that $750 to $1,000 per month. This is also a pet-friendly building. And an interesting thing to know about just the Roslyn area in general, in the 1800s, you can look this up, look up the history of Roslyn. It used to be more or less a red light district with gambling, saloons, and various other things going on. I think it's changed a little bit since then, but a very interesting history to Roslyn. Real quick, 10 seconds. Before we go to the next condo, if you're looking to buy or sell or have any questions about living in Arlington or the general DMV area, shoot me a text at this number below or give me a call. I would love to assist. The next building we have is the Waterview, and this was built around the same time as Turnberry Tower, actually a year before in 2008. And this is also located in Roslyn, looking over the Potomac River. So this is a 30-story building. There's 133 units. And what's interesting about this building is actually the first 15 floors are a hotel, the Meridian Hotel. And then floors 16 through 31 are for the condo. This building has 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, and even a couple of 4-bedroom layouts. The median prices here, so for a 1-bedroom, you're looking at about $500,000. For a 2-bedroom, it's going to be about $900,000. And then if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, it's going to be about 2.6 in that range. However, there is currently a 3-bedroom listed for almost $7 million. It's very impressive. So the median prices here for a 1-bedroom is going to be about $500,000. For a 2-bedroom, it's going to be about $900,000. And then most of the 3-bedrooms are kind of in that $2.6 million range. However, there is actually a 3-bedroom currently listed for almost $7 million. So it's a pretty impressive unit. And if you want to take a tour, definitely let me know. So as far as the size of these units, they're going to be a little bit smaller than Turnberry Tower. The 1-bedrooms are going to be about 700 square feet. 2-bedrooms are going to be about 1,100 square feet. And then the 3-bedrooms can get up to that 2,200 or so square feet mark. As far as the finishes here, you have floor-to-ceiling windows with great views, open floor plans, gourmet kitchens, and luxurious baths. As far as the amenities go with this building, it's great because you can actually access a lot of the hotel's amenities. So the hotel has a restaurant, a wine bar, and then as far as the building goes, there's 24-hour front desk, underground parking, there's pet services, you can get room service from the actual hotel. There's a state-of-the-art gym with on-site spa service. dry cleaning pickup, valet parking for guests, and your walking distance to all the amenities in Roslyn and just a short walk across the Key Bridge to Georgetown. With parking, most of the units come with a spot. If you get a 1-bedroom, typically you're going to get 1 parking spot, 2 bedrooms, 2 parking spots, but always confirm that information. The condo fees here are going to range from about $650 a month for a 1-bedroom, upwards of $2,500 a month for a 3-bedroom unit. This is also a pet-friendly building, and an interesting thing about this building, so back to that one that's listed for almost $7 million, that unit is almost 5,000 square feet, which is bigger than the majority of houses in Arlington, DC, and pretty much nationwide. So let me know if you want to check it out. All right, the next building is the Wesley, and this is an older building built in 1981. And this also has some amazing views of Washington, DC. So this is located kind of in the quieter part of Roslyn, but you're still walking distance to the metro and all of the amenities in Roslyn. This building is also a bit smaller. So it's only 10 stories high and just 40 units. So when they do come up, they tend to sell quickly. The median price for a 2-bedroom here is going to be just over 1.1. And then for a 3-bedroom, it's going to be in that $1.7 million range. The Wesley has pretty spacious units, so the 2 bedrooms here are going to be about 1,700 square feet, and then the 3 bedrooms you're looking at about 2,000 square feet. Since this is an older building, many of these units have been upgraded and renovated over the years. Some are still more or less in that original condition, but you're going to have a wide range of renovations done here. You also have 12-foot ceilings, there's 2 and even 3-level units, spacious balconies, and most importantly, you have some stunning views of DC. As far as the amenities go here, you have a 24-hour front desk, there's a fitness area, secure underground parking, there's plentiful guest parking, a nice private outdoor space, storage units, and then a very popular rooftop deck. So with the parking, like always, confirm, but there is underground parking, garage parking available for different units. The condo fees here for a 2-bedroom are going to start at about $1,100 a month, and then for a 3-bedroom, they're going to be in that $1,500 per month range. This is a pet-friendly building, however, there are size restrictions, so always confirm that information with the condo association. An interesting thing to know about this building is that Charlie Wilson's War, starring Tom Hanks, actually has a few scenes that were filmed at the Wesley condo. Next up, we have Gaslight Square. So this was built in 2017 by Abdo Development. So this is also located in Roslyn. You have a 94 walk score, and you're close to restaurants, grocery stores. There's a Safeway, Whole Foods, and Trader Joe's just up the street in Clarendon, and plenty of parks nearby. Gaslight Square has 117 units consisting of 1 and 2 bedrooms. The median prices here, so for a 1-bedroom, you're looking at about $825,000, and for a 2-bedroom, you're looking in that $1.35 million range. These units are pretty spacious. The 1-bedrooms are going to be about 1,200 square feet, and the 2 bedrooms you're looking at about 2,000 square feet. As far as the finishes and style of these units, so you're going to have oversized windows, there's private outdoor space. If you have one of the penthouses, you actually get a rooftop terrace, 19-foot ceilings, gourmet kitchens with custom cabinets, sub-zero appliances, wood flooring, and designer lighting. This building really doesn't have too many amenities like swimming pools or 24/7 concierge or anything like that. However, the real amenity is the location. You're walking distance to pretty much everything. The condo fees here are going to start at about $525 per month for a 1-bedroom, and for a 2-bedroom, you're looking at about $750 per month. There is garage parking available. Always confirm that before you make an offer. And this is a pet-friendly building. And an interesting thing about this building is that it was developed by Jim Abdo, who is one of the biggest developers in this area and also tends to have a pretty good reputation. Next up, we have Wooster and Mercer. So this was also done by Abdo Development. This one was built in 2007, and it's right next to Gaslight Square in the Roslyn neighborhood. With this condo, you have 7 stories, there's 87 units, and there's basically 2 loft-style buildings consisting of studios, 1-bedrooms, 2-bedrooms, and 3-bedrooms. The median prices here for a 1-bedroom is going to start at about $825,000. For a 2-bedroom, you're looking at about $1.25, and a 3-bedroom, they haven't really been for sale anytime recently, but likely it's going to be 1.5, maybe even higher than that. The size of these units are going to range from 700 square feet all the way up to 3,000 square feet for more of the 3-bedrooms or larger 2-bedrooms. As far as the finishes and design here, you have floor-to-ceiling windows, spiral staircases, 21-foot ceilings, and the penthouse units also have private rooftops with some incredible views. The amenities here are pretty good. So you have a courtyard with an in-ground swimming pool, and there's also a terrace, fitness center, entertainment room with billiards, and you have a secure entrance to the building with video monitoring. Now with the condo fees here, what's nice is that the condo fee actually includes high-speed internet as well as the other standard, trash, water, exterior maintenance, that type of thing. And for a 1-bedroom, it's going to start at about $700 a month, and then a 2-bedroom, you're looking at about $1,200 per month. This is also a pet-friendly building, and an interesting thing to know about this community, it's won different awards for design and innovation and that type of thing. The next building up is the Representative, and this was built in 1976, and it's located right next to Fashion Center at Pentagon City with easy access to the Pentagon Metro, Pentagon Row, 395, and DC. This building has 12 stories, 206 units, and mostly 1, 2, and 3 bedroom layouts. The median prices here are going to be about $460 for a 1-bedroom. 2 bedrooms, you're looking at about $600,000, and then the 3 bedrooms are going to be in the $900,000 range. These are pretty spacious units, so the 1 bedrooms are going to be about 1,250 square feet. 2 bedrooms, you're looking at about 1,500 square feet, and then the 3 bedrooms can be over 2,500 square feet. So because this is an older building, some of these units have been renovated, some not so much, some of them kind of in between, so it just kind of depends. But what's great is that some of these units have very large and scenic balconies. The amenities here include a 24-hour front desk, there's a party room, pool, sauna, fitness, common laundry, and then it's also a pretty secure building. The way the parking works here is that most of these units come with a spot, obviously always confirm, and there's a 3-level underground garage for parking. The condo fees here aren't too bad. So for a 1-bedroom, they're going to start at about $700 a month. 2 bedrooms going to be about $900 a month, and a 3-bedroom, you're looking at about $1,400 per month. As far as pets go with this building, unfortunately, this is not a pet-friendly building. And an interesting thing to know about this building is that many executives and also politicians and even a Supreme Court judge have called this building home. Okay, next up we have Prospect House. And this was built in 1966 and then converted to condos in 1980. And this is located in the Roslyn area. And what's cool about this building, it basically overlooks the Iwo Jima Memorial and has some incredible views of DC. So you're not as close to like the Roslyn Metro as some of these other buildings, but you're a very short walk away. This building has 268 units and there's 11 stories consisting of studios, 1-bedrooms, and 2-bedroom units. The median prices here are going to be about $225 for a studio, $450K for a 1-bedroom, and $650K for a 2-bedroom. As far as the square footage of these units go, the studios are going to be just under 500 square feet. The 1-bedrooms are going to be about 1,100 square feet. And then the 2-bedrooms, you're looking at about 1,400 square feet. When it comes to the finishes and style of this building, you have 14-foot ceilings, there's large balconies, spacious bedrooms, and some units have incredibly panoramic views of DC and the river. And then, because this is an older building, sometimes you see these older units that need some updating. Other times you see fully renovated ones, and then sometimes you see somewhere in between. The amenities here include a 24-hour front desk, outdoor swimming pool, exercise room. There's actually a ground level convenience store and common laundry. With parking, most units are going to come with a parking space or 2, but always confirm that info. And then as far as pets go, this is actually not a pet friendly building. Now, an interesting thing to know about this building is that when Larry King launched Larry King Live in the 1980s on CNN, this is actually where he lived, and he lived here for a while at the Prospect House. The next building we have is the Belvedere, and this was built in 1987 with kind of like a European style design to it. This is located in Roslyn, right off of Route 50, and you're just blocks away to the Safeway, there's a Target across the street, and you're also walking distance to the Roslyn Metro. This building is 19 stories high, and anyone that's pretty much driven around Roslyn or close to DC has probably seen this building. It's pretty distinctive looking, and it's 525 units in 2 different towers. Many of these have very nice views and large balconies or sunrooms. The median prices here, it's going to be about $425,000 for a 1-bedroom. For the 2 bedrooms, these can vary so much in size and finishes and views. However, you're going to be starting at about 550, paying all the way up to about 950,000 with a median price of about 650. The 3-bedroom units are usually going to be just over $1 million. These units are a pretty good size, so for a 1-bedroom, you're looking at about 750 to 850 square feet. For a 2-bedroom, you're going to be between 1,100 and about 1,600 square feet. And then for the 3-bedrooms, you're looking at about 2,000 square feet. As far as the finishes go here, so this was built in 1987, so like some of these older buildings, you're going to have original units, you're going to have fully renovated units, and then you're going to have everything in between. So it's going to be a wide variation. What's nice about these units though is that some of them have the large balconies which give you some outdoor space, or they might have an enclosed sunroom which, you know, some people might even use as like a study, grow some plants there, or even make it like a quasi bedroom. One thing people love about this building is the amenities. So you have a 24-hour front desk, there's a sauna, hot tub, convenience store, fitness room which people actually use. Many times the fitness rooms in some of these condo buildings go completely empty because they're not very good. This one's actually pretty nice. There's also a library, party room, outdoor pool, 2 tennis courts, and a pretty nice lobby. As far as the parking goes, always confirm that, but many units come with 1 garage spot, so there's a pretty large garage that most people use. But with this part of Arlington and Roslyn, because you're so close to everything, the metro is just a few blocks away and you're, a few minutes to DC, you don't necessarily need a car if you don't want one. There are plenty of different things you can walk to around here, or take an Uber, bike, whatever you want to do. The condo fees here are going to start at about $500 a month for a 1-bedroom, and then going up all the way to $1,300 a month for a 3-bedroom. This is a pet-friendly building, but always confirm that with the condo association for the type of pet that you have. And the interesting thing about this building, and really the reason people who move here tend to stay here for a long time. This building is basically like an urban resort. So you have the pool, you have the fitness center, the tennis court, and it's a secure building, and you're right next to everything. So super convenient location and tons of amenities. There's not really much reason to leave. So shoot me a text or give me a call at the number below. I would love to assist you in any of these buildings, or if you have questions about other buildings or other properties around Arlington or the DC area, I would love to assist. See you in the next one. Bye.